Hi everyone, welcome to the Walt Wines Happy Hour. My name is Catherine Walt Hall. We know that there is a lot of conversation going on across our country and around the world on some very serious matters, and we are very glad that you will take some time out for yourself and to share with us some fun conversation and some great wine. And I also hope that you will join us up here at one of our tasting rooms, which are now open if you happen to be up in the wine country. I have some pictures here that I thought I could show you just to sort of entice you. We're getting ready. This is a picture of, let's see, well, you can sort of see that. This is, we're wearing masks, and we want not only to be healthy and safe, but we want you to know that we're healthy and safe. So I wanted to show some of these pictures. All of our wines are pre-poured when you get here, so it's to minimize the sort of the contact. Yeah, there's our little sign letting you know that we're taking care of things. Here's a sample of the flight that we do. So rather than one of our wine educators pouring for you like we traditionally do, we're going to have that all ready for you when we're done. And then I want to just show you, this is one of our places. This is our newest tasting room with Walt. We share this with Baca, our Zinfandel brand, and we've got this beautiful patio and these chairs that are out there and ready and waiting for you when you come on out. So we have a fabulous program for you today. I am really excited about our guest. I just love what she does, and she is Sarah Flint, who makes shoes, and these are not just any shoes. They are beautiful, they're stylish, they're comfortable, very important point. And on top of that, it seems like everyone who is famous seems to be wearing these shoes, from Jane Fonda to Lady Gaga to Cindy Crawford to Meghan Markle, and the list goes on and on and on and on. So we're going to talk to her about what she does and about her fabulous shoes and about her company that does so many great things. You're going to be very excited about that. But first, I want to bring on our senior winemaker, Allison Frichtel, to talk with us about the wine that we're going to be drinking today, our Walt Pinot Noir from Clos Pepe Vineyard. Now, Allison, I think you are there, and you're going to be joining us. Is Hall Wines, and I think she's coming, and there she is.
Hello, hi Catherine.
Hey, hi. You never know for sure it's going to work, and I'm so glad you joined.
It's part of the fun.
It is. So how's everything down there at the winery?
Really great. Yeah, so today I'm broadcasting from our Hall Wines Instagram page because I'm here at our main winery. And right now in Pinot World, we're getting ready to bottle our 2019 Pinot Noirs. So this morning I tasted through all 13 of them. They're tasting so beautiful. And these are the Pinots that we fermented this past September. We store them in barrel, we age them in barrel for 10 months. So that's the perfect amount of time to get the barrel character, but also to keep the wines really fresh. So we're just super excited about putting these in the bottle for you all.
Yes. And by the way, speaking of wine, I know you know that we're talking about the Clos Pepe Pinot Noir, so cheers to you. I think that's what's in your glass.
Yeah, I've got some. Yeah. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about what's really cool about our Walt Wine Pinot Noir program. And one of the things we love about this grape is it's very reflective of where it's grown. And one of our taglines is 1,000 miles of Pinot, because we are making Pinot Noir from Oregon down to Anderson Valley, Sonoma Coast, all the way down to the Santa Rita Hills, which is where this wine comes from today. So if you'd like, I could tell you a little bit about this wine, Catherine.
I would love you to tell us all about the wine. And also, if folks don't know, Santa Rita Hills is very close to Santa Barbara, Southern California.
That's right.
So back to you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I get really excited about this region because it's so close to LA and Santa Barbara and Southern California, and you wouldn't expect that to be a place to grow Pinot because Pinot likes cold conditions for growing really high-end grapes. But in the Santa Rita Hills, they have this crazy cool valley that goes from east to west. So it's just like channeling in the air from the ocean. So you've got cold ocean air, it's very windy, and these are limiting conditions that grow really concentrated Pinot Noir berries. So you've got ocean breeze, and the other really cool thing about this place is the soils. They're ancient seabed, which is called diatomaceous earth. And if you looked at it under a microscope, you could actually see little microscopic seashells in this soil. So those two conditions together help inform the personality and really distinctive flavor profile that we get from this wine. I get very effusive, vibrant fruit aromas. I get spiciness, and I also get a really distinctive minerality that's coming from the ocean air and also from those soils.
That's, why is it that Pinot is so particularly responsive to its terroir, Allison?
That's a good question. It's one of the more delicate grapes. It's got a thinner skin, and it also is really adaptive. It's a grape that likes to mutate a lot, so we also work with different clones that show different expressions of this grape too. Lighter, more tannic, more fruity. So I think it's just a really adaptable grape, and there's a lot of transparency because the tannins are a little lighter than, say, a cab, so you can really see those subtle differences. It's a great question.
So we do our Cabernet all in Napa Valley. In fact, I'm standing where you can see in the background. That's the Sacochet vineyard, which grows some wonderful Cabernet. But really, the Pinot Noir likes to be closer to the coast. As you were saying, as you were describing the climate down there in Santa Rita Hills, I'm thinking Pinot Noir likes to live in a place where I would not.
Yeah. Cold and windy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice to visit the beach occasionally.
Yes. Oh, totally. Yeah. Well, anyway, this is really, really wonderful. And I really appreciate your coming on.
Thank you.
Allison, you've got a busy week ahead, I know. I really appreciate you taking some time out and joining us.
Cheers. I think Sarah's going to love it.
I hope so. Well, I'll see you soon in
Bye,
person.
Catherine.
Oh. It is just such a gorgeous day up here in Napa Valley, and I am sure that is not at all what the day is looking like down in Santa Rita Hills right now, but they are making this beautiful Pinot Noir, which we are so happy about. So my guest today, Sarah Flint, is really a phenomenon. She started her company in 2013, and she has been committed to making really quality shoes that have a classic, beautiful style, and yet are very comfortable. And how many of us have suffered through shoes that are just so achy? I just am so glad that I know this brand, and I know you're going to love knowing about it if you don't already, and you are going to love Sarah. Her clientele is unbelievable. When I was talking about the stars that are in celebrities who wear her shoes, it's absolutely true, and I could go on for hours talking about all the people that are wearing the shoes, and that's a pretty fabulous thing too. So anyway, let's bring on Sarah Flint. So Sarah, you are here somewhere. Here we go. So Sarah Flint, and there she is.
Hi, Catherine. How are you?
Welcome. I'm so
Thank
glad
you.
you're here.
I am so glad to see you.
Thank
I've been anxiously awaiting trying this. I have it opened here.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think you need to just pour yourself some, but actually, I am going to we have our own little special trick,
Oh yeah, I
because
think I saw
this
that.
is one of the talents that I have learned over shelter in place, and that is, I've got this wine, and I am going to bring this down and pour it to you just over here. Yeah, just here we go. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Is
great
that too
pour.
much? And you got it. Okay.
That was an excellent pour.
I tell you what, we are okay. And if anybody believed that, I have a deal for you. So anyway, it's wonderful to have you here. Now you are on the East Coast. Normally you're in New York, but I think you are
Normally
not in New
in
York.
New York City, and now I'm in Massachusetts, where I grew up. So that's been a fun place to be, especially during the summer and the heat.
Oh, I'll bet it must be just really lovely to be there. I have to think that for us here in California, the East Coast is so in the epicenter of all the uh, really rugged things that are going on in the world today, and so to be able to shelter in place in a beautiful place that you know well must be really wonderful.
It is. It's been really, really nice. And, we've been in two epicenters because we are based in New York City and our production is based in Italy, in the Lombardy region. So we've been dealing with this for a while now, and we've been so lucky that all of our partners over there are safe and they're getting back to work now, which is really exciting. But it just feels like a different world than I imagined 5 months ago, that's for sure.
Isn't that the truth? So now, Sarah, I thought I could do a little series of rapid fire questions to get everybody a chance to get to know you a bit.
Perfect.
And you're willing to? Okay. So what I'm going to do, these are going to be fast, and I'd like you to just say first thing that comes into your mind, and short answers so we can go.
Okay, should I have a sip of wine first? It might
Oh,
make it fun.
totally.
Okay.
Yeah, wine always helps. And
That
I'll
is
do it with
fun.
you.
Perfect. Now you're going to get honest answers.
We need more wine here. Okay, ready. Question number one. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
A fashion designer.
Oh.
I know.
I know
used to wear
your
my
factories.
patent leather tap shoes to school because they were so beautiful in comparison to the sneakers my mother had bought me. They had the little heel, they made a click. People think it's crazy, but it really was. It was always shoes and fashion for me.
Oh, I love that. So did you like them because they were pretty and they were shiny, or did you like them because you had a heel and it was more grown up?
I think it was everything. It was the sound. It was the way I felt when I put them on. It was just such a different experience than the canvas Keds that my mother used to put me in.
That's so cool. Okay, I totally just broke my whole
I'm sorry.
rule here. Okay, your factory is in Italy, so say something in Italian.
Oh gosh, scarpa, shoe.
Okay.
That's about what I have.
That's pretty good.
Even after living there for a little while.
Okay. What's the last thing you bought online?
Oh, I bought some dresses from a company called Sleeper. I basically have gone in between yoga pants and like really loose, flowy dresses during this period.
Oh yeah, don't you know? Yeah, and
No
and
buttons,
blouses are big.
no zippers,
Yeah.
no buttons. That's a no-go for right now.
Right. What celebrity were you most surprised to see wear your shoes?
Definitely Lady Gaga. I see her style as so sort of out there and crazy, and to see her in, our really timeless styles was really exciting.
Yeah, God, she's so amazing. What country to visit is on your bucket list?
So I think New Zealand. I have never been to New Zealand. It's definitely on my list. I'm a big hiker, swimmer, biker, anything outdoors, and so that seems like a natural fit. I'm sure you've been there. There's so many amazing vineyards.
They do. I was just going to say, I love. There are many wines that come from New Zealand that I really am enjoying, and more. And they're planting new vineyards down there, which are great. Okay, share with us one of your favorite wine memories. A time when you had some wine that you enjoyed.
Okay, my favorite wine memory was probably in Stockholm, and it was my 10th birthday. with my whole family, and we went to this crazy restaurant that I can't remember the name of now, and they had it was like one of those long, many course meals where they paired a wine with each meal or each course, and I just remember it being so incredible and sort of opening my mind to the combination of the food and the wine, and everything was it was a really special thing.
That's really exciting. What celebrity would you love to see wearing your shoes?
Oh, Michelle
Are there
Obama.
any left who aren't wearing your shoes?
I'd love to see Michelle Obama in my shoes.
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
Love that. Who's your best friend?
My best friend is a young woman that I grew up with named Emma.
Okay, if you could only wear one other designer's clothes for the rest of your life, which designer would it be?
That's an unfair question. I don't even know if I can use that. I would say right now maybe Amelia Wickestead. She makes just beautiful, timeless clothes that feel like you're stepping back into another era, which I love.
Okay, and last question. When are you coming to visit us in Napa Valley,
Oh.
in Sonoma Valley?
As soon as I can get a flight there, I'm on my way. My fiance and I are definitely in need of a trip right now.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Okay, well, cheers to you, and well done.
Thank
So
you.
I didn't know, and I thought you did a wonderful job. So let's talk just a little bit more about this wine.
Catherine, this is so good. Really, really good. I thought I'd had Catherine kindly sent me a bunch of wine to try, and my family and I have been really enjoying it. And I hadn't tried this one yet, and it really is. It's one of my favorite. Really
Thank
good.
you. Yeah, Pinot Noir is it's a wonderful grape, and it's so versatile. I mean, it'll go from light food to heavy food, and I often say that if you are only going to serve one wine at a meal, I think a Pinot Noir is the perfect one to serve because it can take you from your salad to dessert.
That's a really good point. I'm getting married next year. It's supposed to be this year, but next year now. And we were trying to pick a red wine, and it sounds like a Pinot Noir would be a great choice for an event or something. So it has a broad appeal.
I think it really is. Oh my gosh, that must have just been awful to have your wedding planned and then have to postpone it.
It'll just be even more fun when everyone finally gets to see each other.
Yeah. It's true. I think probably everybody had, like, not just you, but all of your family and all of your friends had sort of had that a day whenever on their calendar, and then they had to cancel it. Oh my gosh.
I know. You guys must have had a ton of events as well. Do you guys do weddings at your vineyard?
We don't do them at the vineyard because it's at the winery because we can't by a local ordinance. But we do everything except the I do. We can do where we can do the parties leading up, the parties after, but we can't do the ceremony itself. Can't be on our property. So, but that still leaves us a lot of room, you know. So
that must be so fun.
It is, you know, I love hosting people for weddings out here because it's just, I mean, wine is, I asked you that question in the rapid fire too, wine is so much about memories.
It is.
And, you know, and what memory is more important to any woman, I'll just speak for myself, than her own wedding, you know?
Absolutely.
So.
Agree.
So anyway, so this wine, I thought actually, here I had this idea for how we might describe wine, and I'm thinking when I was planning on our visit that I spend my days talking or drinking wine, talking about wine, and doing other things related to wine, and you probably spend a whole lot of your days talking about shoes and qualities of shoes. Yeah. So I think actually there are some ways that you can describe a wine in sort of shoe talk, or what I perceive as shoe talk. Okay. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just give it a sort of probably a sloppy go. And then I would leave this to you as the expert. Okay. So first of all, I find this wine as having just beautiful structure. And then I took a shoe. I have a shoe. And by the way, I am shooting myself that I I'm shooting myself that I don't have one of your shoes here, but
I
I
know.
don't right now.
I've got
But,
a few here to show, but
oh boy.
favorite.
I love that. I love that. And you
The
also,
block heel is the best.
I love this one.
And
I
the best
also,
part is they all have this arch support in them. You mentioned they were comfortable. It's because they have padding and arch support, and we do a huge range of, you know, flats and sandals and all different types of shoes for different women in their lives. I found that before I started my company, I went and I was looking at different luxury shoes, and I loved the look of them, but they were so uncomfortable to wear and they were so expensive. And I felt there must be a better way to create incredible luxury shoes that were actually comfortable and didn't break the bank. We're a direct-to-consumer business, so while we're made in the same incredible factories as the top luxury houses in Italy, we sell directly to our customers. So it's a much better pricing structure too.
so really, you don't have a middleman that
No.
that does that. And I also think we sell a lot of our wine through our websites as well. So direct to consumer is a growing, has always been important to us at Hall and Walt and Baca, but it's to
So
our
great
whole
to
industry. It's
have a
becoming
real
more important.
conversation with your customer just like this, which is what I love about the way you're doing these lives and really getting to talk to people and hear about their questions and what they're interested, because there's so much to learn about wine and so much to learn about shoes.
It's really true. I mean, you've got to make a shoe that a woman wants to wear and is going to feel comfortable, and you need that feedback. I have to.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think, by the way, that shoe you were just showing, I think you make that in a sandal version too, don't you?
We do.
I love it. I love the sandal version of it.
This is a great version.
Oh,
The sandal
yeah.
version of the flat. Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, actually, but I
There's one-
like that one. Yeah. Oh,
that
I
one was
love
good
that.
too. Yeah, and this is
Oh.
just a special material that I designed based on, I get a lot of my inspiration from travel, and this is was inspired by a tile print that I saw in Lisbon, but this comes in a bunch of basic colors too.
Oh, those are wonderful. Actually, you also, I mean, well, everybody, you have got to check out Sarah's website. It is just, it is really, it's beautiful, it's inspiring, and it's absolutely elegant. Sarah, what is
What we'll
your,
have to do after this is all over is maybe we'll do a shoe pop-up at the vineyard, a wine tasting and shoe pop-up, and we can pair them with how you describe the wine and shoes.
yay! Oh, I love it, I love it. Hey, so listen, let me say something about that in terms of the, sort of shoe talk on a wine. I really think that for you, when you make a shoe, you want to have a wine that's got, first of all, it's got to really exude quality, and I think, and the same thing goes with the wine. So it's, for us in a wine, I think quality is demonstrated in many ways, but one of them is really the nuance. I mean, it's sort of, it doesn't hit you at the very beginning. I mean, you'll like it when you first try it, but as the wine sits in your glass, as you sort of have a few more sips, you start to recognize, well, this has some nice minerality in it, for example. I'm just talking about this wine, but it's also got a little bit of some brown spice in it. I mean, those are the qualities, these nuances that come out in a wine, I think, that really speak to quality.
Absolutely.
And, you know, and for shoes, I think part of the quality for me, I am so into comfort. I have spent so many years wearing, well, I'll just say it, Manolos. I have never had a pair of Manolos that, and I'm sorry, Mr. Manolo, Blahnik, or whatever his name. It's just they don't fit my foot, and so
very narrow. it's
yeah, and that is not me.
There's no
That
padding.
is
That's
not.
the crazy thing in so many luxury shoes is that there's no padding, and these people aren't using real women to fit test their product. What we do is we actually fit test our product, not only on me, because I'm sample size and I try every shoe on within the factory, but we send them to customers and we get feedback. So we can make sure that everything really fits a variety of women and variety of types of feet.
So what size shoe is sample size?
It's a size 37, which is a size US 7.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, definitely like me, not me. I am what you call a really well-grounded woman. My feet are come before me and after me and all.
But you know
So
what? The average size is actually a size 39, which is like an 8.5 US.
really,
Mm-hmm.
oh, how interesting.
Yeah. So, but they
Well,
used to be, people's feet are getting bigger and bigger. We're getting taller and taller.
yeah. Actually, for me, every time I had a baby, I gained a half size.
I have
I,
heard that.
you
That's
know,
funny.
after my last kid, I thought, oh my God, if I, I could be, I can't have any more kids because they won't make shoes that'll fit me. But so I don't know. Is that true? Do other people have that?
No, I've definitely heard people say that before, for sure.
Okay, I'm glad.
Yeah.
So anyway, structure I think is important in a wine. I think it also, I think there is a real benefit to a shoe wearing well. For me, I mean, I don't buy a new shoe every year. I mean, I do buy a new shoe every year, but I don't stop wearing a particular shoe after a year. I mean, in
Of
fact,
course.
I've got,
Especially if you're investing in quality, you want it to last and really be with you.
yeah, yeah. And also I get friends. I mean, I
Yeah.
just don't want them to leave my life, There are, I have there's one cobbler that I just love who's actually in Dallas, and I fly to Dallas to get my shoes fixed by this person. He's so great. But for my friends that I don't want to leave my life, that's what I do.
I love that you use your cobbler because a lot of people don't know that you can just keep re-giving your shoes another life, and quality shoes that are timeless in style you should keep. You should replace the heel caps and resole them and do all that. They really will last forever. And I find that they only get more and more comfortable as they kind of mold to your feet. And that's the great thing about all leather Italian shoes is they really do get sort of buttery and mold to your feet.
Yeah. Oh, the Italians just do everything, I think, great. In fact, and also Italian wines, I must say, I love.
For
Italian
sure.
wine.
So what is your favorite Italian wine?
Oh, it's probably one of the Super Tuscans. I'm a California girl. I like Cabernets that are big and bold, and so I love the Super Tuscans. They're Ornellayas and Sassicaia a lot.
So,
But I honestly, I love everything Italian too. So, I want to talk to you or ask you about your slogan, which I just love, this style without sacrifice. Will you talk about that? So where did that come from? How did that occur to you, and how does it demonstrate itself in your line?
it really came from this idea of creating shoes that were beautiful and elegant, that you didn't have to sacrifice being uncomfortable. And then as the business grew and we emerged into a direct-to-consumer business, because we actually started as a wholesale business selling to department stores like Barney's and Bloomingdale's, and we moved to direct-to-consumer so that we could cut out that middleman in the pricing. So same factories and everything, but just selling at the cost we would have sold to the department stores in. And so it became about not sacrificing, spending more money than you should on shoes as well. And, I think, it's really about, it's about comfort, and it's about style and elegance. And one of our other sayings is really, we make shoes for women that delight in the details. And I think that's another sort of analogy that's very similar to wine. I think that people that appreciate really good wine are delighting in those details. And I definitely feel that way when I've been drinking your wine.
Yeah. You also have a phrase that you call walk like a woman. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's hashtag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about that if you would.
Yeah. So walk like a woman to me is about embracing sort of being feminine and powerful, and that there is power in femininity. I think, so many times women feel like, well, it's not, I won't look powerful if I'm, not wearing a suit, or if I'm wearing bows or pink or anything like that. And to me, I think when you put on an amazing pair of shoes or an outfit that really, just sort of lifts your spirits and makes you feel confident, that can be a source of power. And so that saying really came about in terms of, using that source of power and embracing it and really walking like a woman.
I love that. Well, here's to walking like a woman in that sense of empowerment and confidence, and also just to the quality and to great quality of shoes, of wine. I am so glad that I've had a chance to visit with you, and I want to say you are brilliant, but also very lucky. You have got to be feeling so good about the fact that you are distributing your shoes online, just because of not only because you can save money for your consumer, but with the retail business right now.
Yeah, we are. We've been so lucky. So lucky. And we get the chance to meet our customers in other ways, through pop-ups, through trunk shows and different venues. And, right now it's been a saving grace. I've been able to stay in close contact with our customers, which has been really nice.
Really. Okay, we're just getting lots of questions, and I have been so involved listening to you that I haven't asked you. Okay. Talk to me. If you could only bring one pair of shoes on a vacation, what would you bring?
Oh, that's so difficult. So difficult. Most vacations, my favorite vacations, I'm doing a lot of walking. So I would probably bring, it's a monk strap style, called the Eileen, that is actually quite feminine. So that's my go-to sort of travel shoe, I would say. If I can only have one shoe in my wardrobe, period, I think it's probably this shoe, which is our Emma pump on the block heel, because it's just so versatile. It looks great with denim. It looks great with dresses. It's incredibly comfortable. I think that's what I have to choose for like a general overall thing. But travel, I'm walking everywhere. So I want something that's like a go-to walking shoe.
Yeah, and that the heel size is it's fabulous. It's elegant, and it's also very comfy. I just from my perspective. Okay, one more question. And which one am I going to pick here? So, yeah. Oh, I love this. And I'll tell you why I love this. It's because when I go out to dinner, I'd say probably most people, when they're out at dinner, which is something, by the way, we would all love to do again
right now.
Yeah, is they will pick the dish they want to eat, and then they're going to order the wine that matches the dish. However, for me, if I go out to eat, or if I'm serving when I'm serving at home, I plan the wine that I want to drink, and then I design the dish around that. So here's the question that someone posed to you. When you are getting dressed, do you plan your wardrobe for the day? Do you start with your shoes and then you pick your dress?
I always start with the shoes, always, because I'm always so excited we have new things coming out all the time, and I always want to show them off. And I like to, in the beginning when I started the collection, I like to really do fun things with prints and fashion and stuff too. So I tried to keep my wardrobe a little bit more muted, so that the shoes were really the star of the story. And then later I thought, you know what? I'll make everything the star all the time and wear it all. But I still definitely start with the shoes and then pick the outfit from there.
Yeah, that's interesting, because I actually think probably your shoes and a great outfit make both better.
Oh, absolutely.
Sort of like a dish and a wine.
A plain black dress looks so incredible by putting a, gorgeous pair of show-stopping shoes on.
Yeah. Well, Sarah, I need to let you go. It has just been so much fun to have you out here. I am holding you to that idea. We are going to do a pop-up out here. We'll sip some wine. We'll show some shoes. That would be just so
fun. Well, cheers, Catherine. Thank you so much for having me. And I can't wait to enjoy the rest of this bottle with my family at dinner.
Well, cheers to you.
Cheers.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Well, that was fun. And if there is any woman who's been watching this who hasn't checked out Sarah already online, I actually would be a little surprised. So thank you so much for joining us. It's been really fun. This wine that we've been drinking today, the Clos Pippi Pinot Noir, is available as part of our Chill and Grill set. So you can buy it now at a 20% discount if you don't have any or have enough. And by the way, who could ever have enough of a great wine? Anyway, thank you all so very much for joining us. We'll be back on, I'll be back on tomorrow. And I'm here with Kim Schlegel-Whitman, the fashion and lifestyle expert, whom you will recognize from the NBC Today show and other shows. We've got another wonderful show planned for you again tomorrow. Thank you again, everybody, so much for joining us today. Stay healthy and sip up.